Good morning, everybody. We're back with another Satisfactory stream. What's good? What's good? I hope everything is fine with you guys. And today we are going to be doing something rather different in just a second. Because I somewhat finished building the oil rig, or like cleaning it up. As I said in the previous stream, I will fix everything up and stuff like that. Well, I did that off camera. Honestly, it took some time, but that's basically also part of the reason why I had to do it off camera, because in the last stream I pretty much discovered that it's rather boring to, watch something being built like over and over 1,000 times. So I might as well just, finish it rather quickly. Or at least somewhat. And after that, I immediately hopped over here to the power plant. As you can see, and already started prepping the fuel rod production, the uranium fuel rod production, as well as the plutonium fuel rod production. So I made quite a bit of progress here as well, but this one is not finished. So basically, what we're going to be doing today is that I will make the blueprints that are necessary for us to finish the fuel rod production. That's one of the things. The other is that I will also start to place them down, as you can see here, because all of these are blueprinted. I told you guys about this sort of blueprinting method in the previous stream. As you can see, or at least I will go a bit higher. So as you can see, I divided this place, so the power plant, into 8 sections. These are all measured equally. So, 4 on this side, 4 on that side, and separated by this walkway, which is great and all. And in one of these sections, I started placing all these machines down to sort of get an idea of how many machines I will be needing, what sort of machines I will be needing, and stuff like that. Made some mistakes along the way, but the main point is that I'm almost finished with this. So the machines that you can see over there have already been blueprinted, as I said before, and the reason for that is that they are all measured. Now there still are a few machines that have not been measured, like how many I will be needing and stuff like that. And so I will dismantle all of these eventually. Before that, I will build all the blueprints in here, place everything down, and I will do some calculations, stuff like that. And hopefully by the end of the stream I will finish building that section, and basically everything that's in there can be copy-pasted into the rest of the sections, so into all 7. So, we will have some things to do, most definitely. But also, since I redirected the nuclear pasta into the ozone sink, since we've also finished the nuclear pasta requirements for the completion of phase 5, the coupon farming is going pretty well, honestly. So yeah, I think that's it for the recap. Let's get to work. The first thing I'm gonna do is to grab these 3 assemblers, as well as another one. As you can see, these will produce the encased plutonium cells. Hopefully 4 assemblers will fit into this 6x6 grid. They should. So I will obviously need 3 of these, as you saw it before. It's a little bit hard to pay attention to the stream so that it actually works. Also tell you guys what's going on, as well as you know, doing calculations in the meantime. But I will try. I will try my best. So, as you can see, we will produce a total of 30 NKS plutonium cells. Now, why is that? So basically, I have 80 reactors, which will produce a total of 200 gigawatts, and you know, it's quite a lot. So it's really great, but it will produce 800. Again, 800 uranium waste per minute. Not per 5 minutes, which is the burn time of the or like, okay. So each and every 5 minutes it will produce waste, or like it should, or something like that. I'm not really sure about this, honestly, because I have never actually used the power plants before. As you can see, the burn rate of the fuel rod is 0.2 per minute. So obviously, each and every 5 minutes, it will burn 1 fuel rod, which is, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Great. But I also looked after, not here, I think it was on the Satisfactory Wikipedia. Yes, it was. But basically, if I am correct, one power plant either produces 50 or 25 or something like that uranium waste. I'm not really sure, but either way, the point is, and hold on, trust me on this. I did the math before. I'm not really sure right now, but I did the math before, so it is 100% correct. The point is, we will produce 800 uranium waste per minute, which is a lot. But since we have 8 sections, this is a perfect opportunity to use 100 in each grid, right? Right. And so, you know, crunched all these numbers into the calculator. Basically, the numbers gave me the result that I will have to produce, since it uses 25 uranium waste, 60 plutonium pellets, which is already 50 waste, right? And also, all of these will need 100 non-fissile uranium per minute, once again. So, I will need 200. Thankfully, in order to produce 200, I also happen to need another 50 uranium waste. Now, how convenient is that? So, you know, divided into all the 8 sections, it's basically a 1:1 ratio of using all the waste, cleaning everything up, producing the plutonium rods. I won't be using those for the energy production. I could also make fixonium, great and all, but that's not what I'm going for. I planned the power plant with only the uranium fuel rods in mind, and so I won't use either the plutonium and neither the fixonium. So all these rods will go into the sink and give me some extra points. Also, you know, I won't have to worry about any waste and anything like that. I know that fixonium does not produce waste, but you get the point. So, in order to use all those pellets, I will have to create 3 of these assemblers, which will make, again, 30 NKS plutonium cells. This is a rather long explanation, but I'm more than sure that now you already get the point. So let's just color all this. And you also saw that I placed this one down, which produces 5 AI limiters. Now, why is that? Why or like what do I need the AI limiters for? Good for asking, because as you can see, we'll need a few of these for the crystal oscillators, which will also be required for the production of the fuel rods. And since I will very likely place all the assemblers into one grid, I might as well just, you know, place them on one blueprint, so that it's actually easier. So that's why. I'm rather curious though, whether I can place some more down, or is there like enough space for it actually. I'm more than sure that I will in fact have enough space. I will just have to place all the, or not place, but select all the recipes again. Yeah, this would have to be plenty. So let's redo all of these. Not constructor, almost. These autosaves happen rather quickly. I can't recall setting them to be this often. I mean, you know what? I'm not even surprised anymore about like anything regarding this game, because recently I have had some pretty interesting, well, not technically not crashes, but still rather interesting occasions where I, you know, didn't really know what actually was going on. Also some lags and stuff. I'm wondering whether I actually reached the engine limit, but you know, as long as I'm not 100% sure about it, might as well just stop worrying, right? What should I build though? We've got some electromagnetic control rods, circuit boards, and rotors in here, as well as some quick-wire in here. Might as well just go for the quick-wire. All four? No, not all four. One of them is a stator. Okay, then I will go for these three. So circuit board, rotor, and what was the third? The middle one. Electromagnetic, yes. That's where I started with. And also the stator, which is the basic recipe, I think. Let's take these out. Thankfully, I'm not really worried about the outputs, because I will use the lift holes anyways. Not that much merging and splitting going on, but still they could fit if required. I will use this for the plutonium cells, but nothing interesting except for those. I think this one, yeah, this will be good. Let's just go this direction, shall we? And maybe in here. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to build these as carefully as I could. Like, you know, pay attention to each and every detail. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing I will be, or like what I won't add, and what you guys might be missing, is that I won't actually add any power lines to these blueprints. Maybe a few of you already know the answer, but again, and I told this multiple times already, but you know, 1.0 has been released on experimental, and you know, once it actually releases to the stable branch, I will just daisy chain all these machines, so there really is no reason for me to just add the power lines into the blueprints and then, you know, delete everything and redo it, instead of just simply adding the power lines once the update has been rolled out in the first place, right? So that's the reason for it, basically. But what I will be needing is actually a few recipes. I'm more than sure that it was the quickfire stature. Not stature? Stator? Whatever. I still don't English, so deal with it. Copper rotor is the one that we need. That's for sure. Some more contour rods. These ones, yes. And a few circuit boards, the silicone ones, yes. Oh, and some coloring, of course. I will use the fuel rod color, but don't be surprised or anything. It still goes for the circuit boards. I mean, alright. Look, to be fair, the circuit boards are a bit different. So let's just circuit board. Alright. And this could also be circuit board, but let it be circuit yellow per se. I mean, it literally looks the same, but attention to detail. Alright. Okay, rotor, obviously, and stature, stator, whatever. Yeah, there we go. You know, the point is, we're making progress. It's not my accent. That's the important in here. That's not the point of the stream. The point of the stream is to progress with the power plant. All right. So copper sheet, silica, all the good stuff, you know, all the good stuff. But still, I will. Since we have such a limited space, I will simply add the conveyor floor holes and call it a day, instead of you know, actually just starting to merge and split and stuff like that, because we really don't have enough space for that. I mean, still, you know, there will be some work to do with these blueprints, because since I'm using the Mark III blueprint designer, and even though I could use the smaller ones, the Mark I and Mark II, but honestly, I just don't care. That's one. The second is actually, I really just wanna have some consistent, or like a consistent cube or like size by which I can actually measure things. So that's the reason I'm using the same blueprint designer. And also, you know, you never know when it will come handy. So I mean, I could technically still add another assembler line in here. And you know what? I might actually do that. I mean, there's 3 required in here. But wait, so it's 270, 135, 135. I mean, I could do that, yeah. Yeah, so basically I explained it in the meantime. The reason I'm using the Mark III is so that I can actually add more shit. Either way, again, back to the point. These ones can be splitted if there was enough space, which unfortunately we don't have. Wait, can I make? I'm more than sure I can't. That's 180. Maybe. No, 225. We are not bench pressing here. we're building factories. 270 is the number we're going for. Sorry. Anyways, then let's just you know, let's progress with this. I might still have to use again, because of the space constraints, individual conveyor lift holes and not splitters. I really wanted to, I mean, in this section, these don't require it, I thought this before, but I thought that with this tree I can actually go for that, but unfortunately, again, we don't have enough space. So, back to the previous topic. The reason I said there still is some work with these is because, as you can see, I have added some concrete in here, which is not strictly necessary everywhere, in the sense that the floor itself has not been built with the Mark III blueprint designer, and so it doesn't actually snaps, and so the blueprints are actually sort of overlapping each other. That's what I'm saying. And so since they are overlapping, some parts of the blueprint actually, you know, floor-wise, have to be destroyed. So you actually have to nudge each and every blueprint manually, as well as deleting some things, you know, some this and that. It's a bit tedious, it can be sometimes, but still, I mean, you know, it's way better than building this whole section 8 times. So so that's why I'm building the blueprints, because this way, you know, I'm building them once here in the blueprint designer, measuring everything still regarding the actual size of the factory. But after that, you know, everything gets placed down there, which is, you know, great and all. And after that, I will just, you know, have to go back to this place, you know, individually look at everything, like, you know, how the things like fit next to each other, and again, Control C, Control V, and that's it. So it still is way easier, even though it looks like a lot of work and is a lot of work. It still is easier. Anyways, let's just start some catering finish to this one, because we will produce the quick wire in these assemblers. We'll also have to select the actual recipe, and 270 is the number we are going for. The other number we are going for actually is 20. So we are at 11 followers right now on Twitch. So if you guys will follow, we will soon enough reach the 20 followers, which is pretty neat, so go. And also subscribe on YouTube, because we are already at 23 subscribers. So chop, let's go. Go subscribe, follow, whatever. Like, comment, tell me what you think. How I could improve the streams, improve the quality of the videos, tell me. And thank you very much. In the meantime, let's dismantle all these, because these are not actually required anymore. Okay, high-speed connectors. Those might be the next ones actually, the high-speed connectors. Alright, just some more coloring to do, and we're actually done with this. So we're going pretty well. So you can see I'm basically using the same color of the... So the color of the machines on the conveyor belts and on the lifts as well. There's only one thing I forgot. It's that even though at some places they are actually the same, like for instance by the catering, but this one also needs some copper. So let's adjust some of those because the inputs actually use copper. Steel pipe can stay, but also some quickwire. Again, copper and quickwire. the good stuff. The good stuff. Okay, so some pellets and concrete. I actually have a plutonium color, but I will use this. Do I have a concrete color? Oh yes, I do. And also some black. Yeah, like so. So you know, this part of the work is actually pretty chill. So there really is not much going on, but it still is nice. Still is nice to build these things. Or at least I enjoy it. I obviously can't talk for you guys, but I for one actually do. I mean, who would have thought, like, that's basically the reason I'm playing this game, right? Alright, this one is also done. Copper sheet and screws. Some finish. And even more copper sheet. Alright, this is crazy. Okay, that was not the intention. Some unpainted on the mergers. Oh, and also let's add some plutonium coloring. To these ones as well. If I can actually find the position in which I can build it. Some good old plain black. Some plain black coloring. Alright, inputs, outputs, good to go. Machines built, coloring is done. I think we might actually be finished. Or... yeah. I think so. It will be assembler grid, because there are just so many machines. I really don't actually know which item we should be choosing. So let's just name it assembler grid. It's the fuel rod production, and it's an intermediate part, so let's just go in here and save blueprint. Done. Great. We got some more refineries that we have here. First, let's dismantle the parts that we don't need anymore, because those are just, you know, make the whole process harder to actually locate the things that we need. Okay, all these produce 100 iron, if I am correct. Yes, I am. Well, how about we go back and actually just do some math as for, you know, what we have and stuff like that. So, yeah, I forgot to choose the receipt here. But we're using this one. The 0.6 per minute. That's the receipt that gives us either 100 or 120. fuel rods. Because this creates 0.6 per minute, so technically it's 2.4 per minute. And you know, obviously multiplied by 8, because we have 8 sections. If I am correct, then that should be 19.2. It is! Would look at that. Would look at that. Easy math. So that's 19.2 per minute, technically. And this also has to be multiplied by 5, yes, because of the 5 minutes that we have. And let's see, that's that's 96. So it produces 96 fuel rods in 5 minutes, which is the burn time, instead of the 80 that we actually need. So that's each and every 5 minutes, that's 16 extra. So obviously that's 192 extra fuel rods each and every hour. So we can for sure say that it will fill up nicely and have a stable production. So we won't have to worry about that. And you know, the waste will be, you know, quote unquote dismantled. So that's not really an issue also. So let's just see. We need, first of all, uranium cells, 80 each and every minute, which will be produced here. So sulfuric acid that we have here, uranium, that's, you know, just have to be transferred, easy. The extra sulfuric acid will be packaged. I mean, I could also just use, since all the machines produce 10 cubic meters of excess sulfuric acid, I could also just use the 40 to power one of them. Still, I won't do that today. All this will be packaged. The cells will for sure be enough. And the only thing that's remaining for us is the concrete, but that's just one refinery, so that's good to go. So I can confidently say that we are good to go with the cells. Electromagnetic control rods, we need 8 per minute. As we saw before, on the blueprint that I've just built, we are producing exactly 8. So that's also pretty nice. We are good to go with that. The control rods are done, let's say. The only question is, since I also have to build those, is what I need for them. Stator for that, the quickwire. Okay, quickwire is taken care of. And steel pipes. Steel pipes will be constructed in a constructor. Duh, who would have thought? So this is also, once I build the high-speed connector, this will also be good to go. And rotor, that we have already built, again, in the assembler grid. Copper sheet is taken care of, so that's okay. And screws will also be produced in a constructor. Now, I would say that the uranium fuel rods are actually looking pretty fire, to be honest. Like, each and every part that we need is, in fact, taken care of. So let's just go for the shadier side, which is the plutonium fuel rod production. Fissile uranium and obviously the waste is taken care of. This is looking more interesting, but again, I think we have plenty of sulfuric acid, so that should not be an issue. Nitric acid, you know, uranium waste, it's easy. Nitric acid, taken care of. I have some machines over here for that. Yes, and they are in fact connected. So fissile uranium, again, taken care of. Water will be packaged. done. I will need some iron plates for these, but again, constructor, so you know what, I will place down 3 constructors just so that I actually know. And this is the interesting part, because the Anchor's plutonium says we place down, that's, you know, beautiful done. But I will need some more not few rods, control rods. And beams. And that's the problematic part. Because I will need another assembler with the electric control rods. Actually, you know what? Ooh, I'm not sure. I think I'm using the iron pipe receipt. Yes. And what was the last one? The iron plate, yes. So I will need one more assembler with these. So that's great. I'm thinking about this now because I actually have to double the number of manufacturers that will produce the high-speed connector. So that's good to know, and also I will have to build another assembler for the stators. So that should cover the electromagnetic control production. I do also need some steel beams on the other hand, 18 exactly, but plus 5, not here, but here, for the steel screw receipt. So that's 23. So I have to look for a receipt that produces 23. This is 45, which is nice. Wait, let's check it. So we can choose either 22.5, of course, not 23, 22.5, or 45. Or 15. Now, since the aluminum production is not in this building, but rather all the way over there, I would immediately say no to the aluminum steel beams. But, on the other hand, that might actually be a bit cheaper. And I can, you know, just OC that, so that's not really a problem. Now, the reason for that is that I'm actually saying, you know, it might actually be a good idea, is because I will have to get some aluminum here anyways, because, you know, we will need some heat sinks. Yeah. Well, you know, this receipt, the heat exchanger, would obviously be a no-brainer, because this produces 10, which is exactly the amount that we need right now. My problem is that it actually requires rubber and aluminum casings. Rubber I can take care of, that's, I would say it's pretty okay. I can do that, but the casings, I'm not really sure. They might actually need... Oh no, they are produced out of ingots, not sheets. Wait, do I have a cheaper receipt? This produces 60. We only need 30. Might even do that, to be honest. Like, this is not that bad. All right, then let's look at the aluminum ingots, because we will need 90 of them, and this produces 60. And we will also need some more for the beams. 22.5. Oh, so it's a 1:1 ratio. Great. Alright, wait, how about 30? That seems a great number. And so that way it's also 1:1, so we only need 2 of these. I would say that's pretty good. But let's look at the requisitions of aluminum production. because we do also need some scraps. Wait, all of these need alumina solution, which can be made here using bauxite, which can later be turned into the scraps that we need. Or I could just, boom, instant scrap. This is a no-brainer. I will use the instant scrap receipt. And see, we need only 180 per minute anyways. That's not really an issue. Like, it would be plenty. It would be plenty. That's more than sure. So this should be good. I mean, only this many more buildings. Except for the fact that I will also have to place some more down. These ones, the oscillators. Yes, the oscillators as well. Okay. So this row has already been placed, and this row as well. The sulfuric acid refineries too, and these 4 have not. So we will have to place all these down, still connect that blender. After that, create a blueprint of assemblers and constructors, so that I can actually start the production of all the intermediate parts as well. And after that we might be done. We might actually be done. Alright. Sounds good to me. Unfortunately though, all the all the measuring machines are on this side and the blueprinter is on the other side. But maybe we can just dismantle some of these. And you know, after everything is done, the thing I'm a little bit worried about is that we will also have to produce the ingots. But after that, yeah, we're making some pretty good progress in here. Let's just dismantle all of this. Oh, you know what? Let's just go for the high-speed connectors first, so that I can not only dismantle this this side of the, or not this side, these machines. So I can not only dismantle these machines, but also I won't forget the fact that I will have to do something about the circuit boards, the connectors. This is a little bit tedious to rebuild the concrete floor each and every time. But you know, unfortunately I can't, or as far as I know, I can't actually like select the floor itself and just you know, clear everything except for that. And also I do need the floor to be able to place down the floor holes. So it's a little bit unfortunate that I can't actually place them here. I don't see any reason for them to connect immediately. The same way like auto connect works. I think they could implement something like that, so that, you know, just place the buildings on the grid itself, floor holes in here, and once it actually attaches to the floor that has already been built, it just, you know, selects the corresponding height, either, you know, 1, 2, or 4 meters. So I think they could do this. I'm not a programmer, so I don't wanna, you know, tell them what to do. This is just something that I think they are in fact capable of. So either way, let's just manufacture some things. Hmm. Maybe I should simply build two of these, and make the blueprint somewhat continuous. The same way I did with the nuclear fuel, not the uranium fuel rods. Yeah, unfortunately, I still make the mistake of just saying nuclear fuel rods, although there are multiple types of them. I think that this is the recipe, yes, because of the silica. I do also have a blueprint for that. This one. Alright, let's do the coloring. Great thing about this is that the circuit board color is actually totally fine for the high-speed connectors as well. You know, I'm not really sure about the exact directions, so this might actually go to the other way. But still, I just, you know, wanna see what we're dealing with. And in case anything comes up, something's problematic, something like that, then might as well just, you know, redo it in the blueprint designer. So that's not really an issue, honestly. So this has been taken care of. Let's connect the splitters. Oh shit. This was definitely not the idea. Now, the only thing that's left to decide is to where to connect what. But I think I will go the straightforward path. Let's place some caterium here, some silica over there, and some circuit coloring to this line. Easy. Some unpainted to connect everything. Again, some circuit colored conveyor belts, and I think we're good to go. And you know, I will place two of these blueprints individually to have 4 of the manufacturers, so that I can actually have enough production to, you know, produce all the 16 electromagnetic control rods that will be required. 8 for the... I wanted to say it quickly. 8 for the uranium fuel rods, and 6 for the plutonium fuel rods. So there will be 2 remaining, and I think I will redirect those with a smart splitter in overflow state to the uranium fuel rod production. So, you know, to make sure I have enough. I never really been a big fan of this 1:1 ratio thing. It will actually halt the production in the it will actually halt the production in the long term, which I don't really like. So I might as well just, you know, produce more on the input side, and you know, if there's like an excess production part or something, I just place all of that into the packager, so that way it's actually way easier to manage. You know, that's at least my way of thinking. Obviously, I've seen many people using 1:1 ratios successfully, and reusing the canisters and stuff like that, but that's just really not what I am going for. So that's the reason behind it. Anyways, let's just name the blueprint, which should be high-speed connector manufacturer. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Either way, 00 base 6FF. That's the color I'm using for everything regarding the blueprints. It worked pretty well up until this point, and so there really is just no reason to replace it. I use it so many times I actually know the code itself just from memory. Oh, and there's not enough space. High-speed manufacturer. Sounds even better, right? That's right. Blueprint saved, perfect. So, I will actually try it out in this site. And let's see how it works. Maybe it can go over here. And since I'm not actually transferring the sulfuric acid from this side anymore, but from over there, it might actually be in the perfect position over here. It's not really disturbing anything. Alright, how about we just place it down over here? It's a little bit, just a little bit laggy for my taste when I place the blueprints down. And you see, this is what I've been talking about. Is that now when I place the other blueprint down, it will actually overlap the one that I've already have in place. Maybe I can look for a better place. Yes, I can, of course. Why couldn't I? You see, that's what I told you guys. This is the issue that we have right now. Thankfully, I can just remove the concrete, so I can you know, maximize the space that we have right here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. You know, first when I like designed the version 0 of this place, of you know, one section out of the 8, I actually had so much empty space that I just decided, you know, I will place these walls that I've used on the floors down. I will place these on both sides so that I can sort of shrink the place, and now I'm actually wondering whether this will be enough. In theory, it should be enough, so shouldn't be an issue. But I'm still really curious. So you guys actually stay tuned for that, because I'm not sure whether that will work at all. But it should, again. So okay, this is taken care of. It actually is in a pretty nice distance, so that really is perfect. So let's just dismantle all this up until, let's say, over here. And in this direction, here. And everything in between, of course. Pretty neat, huh? I would say it is. Exactly 6 foundations later. Alright. And it turned out to be pretty fire, honestly, because this is the perfect the direction. I can just, you know, place the lifts somewhere in here, per se. Maybe some over here. As well as here. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Straight into these ones. Nice. I mean, obviously I don't really need the splitters here anymore, so I will just, you know, go ahead and use the 90-degree conveyor belts. That's exactly what the original plan was. But still, I might as well just build the blueprints in a continuous way. Because if I had to place down the 3 splitters and measure everything out, that's way harder than dismantling them. So that's a pro tip for you guys. Let's go for that, because that way it's way easier. And you know, it's not even about being lazy or anything. It's just, I would say it's common sense, because you don't want to make your own life harder in the game. You can do that in real life too. So don't do it in the don't do it in the game. That's what I'm saying. Looks pretty nice, I would say. And at least with the colorings, I can actually see where the things are going, what goes where and what not. Okay, looking good. And it just so happens. No, it it does not happen. So all right, maybe because this is 5, not 6. Okay. Sounded good until it didn't. Right. Maybe I can actually place the scrap blender right next to this. Maybe somewhere in here. Looks like a good place. And insta scrap. Yeah, there still are a few things that that yet are not or won't be blueprinted, but we will see. Can I fit one more? Yes, I can. Not sure about the distance though. Keep in mind that we actually have to put 2 materials in this, not just 1. So my only issue is that we will actually need some more silica. And that way I won't have enough dissolved silica if I'm using this recipe. Wait, so need 150 more, so 555. Right. Damn it. Okay, now how about some... Not this, this. 300 per minute. I mean, this way I for sure will have enough silica. But even then... the 300 per minute dissolved silica is a bit... just a little bit too rich for my blood, I would say. Because that's so many. Alright, let's see. Maybe I can think something out. So that way we need 100 out of each. Yeah, my issue is that it actually also affects the nitric acid production. And I really don't wanna go mess with the nitric acid as well. Let's see what other choices do we have. Okay, so this requires less scrap, but technically more. So it doesn't need the 75 silica, but in turn it uses 30 more scraps and also 1 more buildings in order to produce the 60. The buildings are not really an issue, because, you know, I can just simply go and overclock it. But still, this way, in order to produce the 60, I will need 30 more scrap. So 240 instead of the 180, because, you know, 2 buildings, so the 60. But in order to avoid having to use the silica, I might as well just take a gamble on this one. And well, let's just say again, I will have enough scrap. So it doesn't really do anything, takes up less space, easier to build. Come on. Not merger, but splitter. Yes. Oh shit. Wrong side. Yeah, see? Pretty easy. Setting, copied, pasted, perfect. Yeah, and this one only requires, I mean, okay, sulfuric acid, but aside of that, it only requires, like, native products. So bauxite, coal, water, that's really, really easy. The only thing that I actually have to produce is the sulfuric acid, but even in the case of not having enough out of these refineries, I can still just, you know, overclock them, and that way I can actually have enough. So that won't actually be an issue. So I don't really think that I need this foundry anymore, because I got that part figured. So what else do we need? The beams out of the aluminum ingots and casings. Wait a second. We need 30 casings. This produces 60 out of 90 ingots. So with 90 ingots and 30 for this. Okay, perfect. Nice. I was just a little bit confused for a second there, but we're fine. We're fine. Interesting. In fact, so interesting that I'm actually sort of getting mad about it. Why do you have to do this to me? You know, simply because of the shape of this line over here, and since I'm fitting these buildings in or to this area, I'm not using the blueprints right now, because obviously I can't make like a 8 foundations wide blueprint. Although it would be cool, it would be cool, but unfortunately that's not the case. You wanna know what's the case? This. That's the case. So let's just maybe this could work, I would say. Alright, aluminum casing, some heat exchangers. Yeah, I will also have to produce the rubber, but that shouldn't be an issue. So this is good to go. And this looks stupid. Alright, the silica will go down in here. And the water goes down as well. So this should be enough. Oops, that's that wasn't the idea. Yeah, I mean on this side it looks good. On this side it's a little bit close. Just a little bit. Maybe. How about I just rotate it and place it over here? Okay, not this close. Just a little bit further. Like so, and see, perfect use of space. So, you know, obviously pure ingot, also obviously 60 per minute. We need 90, okay, issue, maybe. But I actually forgot to place down the smelter, oh for fuck's sake. So let's place the smelter in here first. And only after that should we place the constructor. And maybe we can still build something in here. Yeah, this is a rather interesting shape. You know, what I've just built with the machines, but look, it works. I still need some place so that I can actually do some splitting here and there. I really don't like this though. Maybe I can just build all of this just a little bit further. And that way you have enough space to fit another merger in there. So that I can actually have enough enough aluminum rods. No, not rods, ingots, yes. That's what. Alright, so this one has to be aluminum, obviously. But the right output is set to overflow. So since we don't actually need that many here, only 30 per minute, and that really is with a generous amount of extra headroom. So 30 goes in here, and since we produce 30 more per minute, that way we actually have the desired amount that can go into the casings, which can then be turned into the heatsinks. And the heatsinks can obviously go into this one. Steel beams are also in fact taken care of. So there really is not much left. The only thing that we still have to do is... So the only thing is another assembler for the electromagnetic control rods. And to produce all the ingots that we need. But basically that really is not that much more, so I will just have to get all the materials from the world. Maybe, just maybe, that will be the next episode, that I'm going out exploring and getting all the stuff that we need. And yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, this might not look that much, but honestly, it really is. Because I now only have to place down the blueprints, nudge them all one by one, which I'm not really sure is that interesting. So let's just not do that right now. But once I'm done with this section, I just, again, have to copy paste it. So that's not that much work. Connect everything to the power plants, and after that, boom, 200 gigawatts of power, which is not only a lot, but also just enough so that I can actually finally start producing the space elevator parts. You know, nuclear pasta obviously was required for phase 4, for the completion of that. So I finished that in this phase 2. But we also got some interesting things like the biochemical sculpture. I'm currently producing 1.5 assembly director systems per minute, so I will most definitely have to upgrade that department. But you know, after that we will be able to produce enough of these, and also the other thing is the AI expansion server, which is... But this is a bit harder, because the magnetic control fields can be mass-produced easily. These guys are a little bit harder, because they need supercomputers. But let's say we are done with this. Still, superposition oscillator, like, come on. For that we need the crystals. Okay, this is free. But it also has a byproduct which is the dark matter residue. Well, let's say I genuinely have no idea what to do with that. So, I mean, okay, I could make dark matter crystals, especially with this, but even then... I mean, I could throw all these in the sink. Like, use this recipe, produce these, and throw them into the sink. That's the way to go. Either way, so the AI expansion servers are a little bit interesting. And then there also are the ballistic drives. I wanna spend the most amount of time with these, because they worth a lot of points, so I will need so many of them, so that I can actually just speedrun the 1000 tickets achievement. But that won't be today. I will finish this power planting, and once all this has been filled up and the walls have been built, we will have the power to build all these parts. So that's pretty great. But you know, over there with the blueprinting and here with this measuring and calculating thing, I think that we actually made some pretty good progress. This was definitely a shorter stream. I really just wanted to, or wanted you guys to see where I'm at, how I progressed in the meantime, and also what's ahead of us. So now you know, I actually finally, as I said, started the nuclear fuel production. I did the planning. As you saw it, I did some math, and the only thing really is what we have left now is to actually build them, and we're good to go. So I think that was it for today. But again, make sure to subscribe and like and whatnot. Follow me on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. Make sure to have a really nice day. And we will see each other in the next one.